Greetings! You're watching SeptumSin versus the world. I'm SeptumSin, and today on the Anhedenia project, we're going to talk about taking a COVID test. No, not actually taking a COVID test. The movie Taking a COVID Test, which I'm going to assume is kind of a basic documentary, I guess. Essentially, this, and again, I could be wrong, but I feel like this is a true to life of Evan Jacobs going to get tested after being exposed to COVID. 2020 was a rough time for many of us. 2021 was even rougher for some of us, including myself. I lost family, friends. I lost my father in 2021. It was a very rough year. COVID is a terrible thing. It sparked a lot of stuff, whether it's the disease itself or the political fallout that was caused by it. And I've been in that situation myself. I wasn't waiting in the car for the tests. I work at a place where during that time I would be exposed quite a bit. And then that would trigger go get a test. But testing wasn't so easy to get back then, so then you had to go to a place. You had to go to your doctor. Then you had to be off work for a certain number of days, because then you got to get the results. The results are negative. Carry that over to your work. Get that okayed. Okay, go back to work. Exposed again. Back again. And the cycle repeats. I've had this many times. I had it so many times when I took the home test a while back just to check. I knew exactly what I was doing. But in the old days, it was a little bit more Wild Westy. Hard to believe 2020 is the old days, but it's getting that way. And for me, waiting in line was more to take my wife to get her first inoculation. That was much more similar to that experience. But I can understand. This kind of is him getting his thoughts out. What most of us would be thinking to ourselves, he's kind of voicing aloud in this situation. Under a normal circumstance, a film like this would not appeal to me. I've said before, I'm not as big a fan of some of the rambling types of films. But in this case, this particular method suits it exceptionally well. Because that's what we're doing. If we're going and getting a test, especially if we've been exposed to it for the first time, and those of you who are out there who have been exposed, who may have had it or had some loved ones that had it, there's that fear, that uncertainty. Then you're waiting around in lines and you're having to deal with all of this. You see other people. You have to pee, but you can't get out of the car, but you don't know how long you're waiting. These are things that go through one's head when this happens. So, yes, I understand, especially someone in the helping field. I have been there. I have seen ERs filled with people and situations that would otherwise be nightmarish under the right circumstances. So, I could vibe with this piece. So my big question in this is, will this get a physical release? You need to give us a physical release of that. I got a physical release of some other stuff that's much worse than this. We need a physical release of this. So get on it. At the end, overall, who would I recommend this to? I think anybody who's had to go through this year and has had to deal with some of the uncertainty, I think this is more for you. For those who even found it annoying to have to deal with this stuff, I still think this might work. Now, those that have never had to kind of deal with this stuff and are kind of in this, well, nothing's happened to me or my family, so it's not there, probably not the right group for you. I'd say it's worth a watch. What you lost? $2. $2. You go to the Anhedenia on Vimeo. I've got a link down below. And plunk down $2. Not only are you getting this film, but you're getting a whole bunch of films, including Haymaker, which was probably one of Evan Jacobs' better late release films. And you've got the whole library. You got campy horror, you got drama, you got romance, you got comedy. You got everything you could ever want. $2 takes it away. So whether you're at home recuperating, or whether you're out and about with something to watch, maybe this is a little something that could appeal to all of us. This is SeptumSin, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.